Welcome back, Piggies. This is episode 9 of the Pigskin Pals podcast with your hosts, Dane and AJ. Today, we'll be taking a look at what happened last week in our Redraft League, and of course, giving you our hot and steamy Week 5 predictions. Let's get into it, baby. Steamy poos. All right, Dane. So Emma asked me a question a couple days ago. We just kind of got on the topic of football and stuff, and I thought it'd be interesting.
Your fiance?
Oh, it's not like a fantasy football question. It's just like
Okay.
It's more of a life question than anything, but it involves football. She basically asked me if it's like a reasonable seat at the Super Bowl and the Cowboys are playing, how much I would be willing to play or pay to go and get that.
I've
seat.
thought about this.
Okay, okay.
It's a once in a lifetime
Exactly.
opportunity, but it's ridiculously upcharged.
And here's the thing: I don't actually know what Super Bowl tickets cost, so my answer could be completely unreasonable. But so for the Packers, I guess for you it would be the Packers, for me it'd be the Cowboys. In a reasonable seat, nothing up front and close, nothing in the boonies up top. A reasonable seat, what would the most you'd pay for a ticket?
I think a better way to answer this is what percentage of your savings?
That's fair because everyone's gonna have a different. That's reasonable.
Let's just say we both have $100,000 in our bank accounts.
Yeah, that's fair.
I spent $5,000.
Oh, dude, this makes. Okay, so that's a reason.
If I was really confident too, there's a lot of things that'll go into it. And I think $5,000 is the nosebleed seats of the.
Is that really what it is? Oh my god!
I think so.
That's crazy. Because here, let me double check this math first, because I need to make sure I'm correct here in my math.
God damn!
It's
I
not
just looked up average seats. Prices start at $5,000.
Oh, really?
Then they go all the way up to $36,000. $8,000 is the average.
All right. Well, if it's $100,000, we're saying what we have. We're doing percentage point, or I guess at this point, just how much. I would say probably. If it's not going to be a blowout, my team's not going to get blown out, it'll be a pretty decently good game. $10,000 probably. I'd say 10 probably.
$10,000?
Here's the thing. I was just about to do 20% of my savings. I mean, we don't have that much money, to be fair, so it sounds like a lot more than it is.
$200.
Yeah, exactly. It's not $200, but saying 20% now, because then I'd do $20,000, but I wouldn't do that if I only had $100,000. But then I'm doing 20% when I have not that much money. I don't know. So I basically said 20% for a reasonable seat with my money right now. 20% for a reasonable seat, and then a little bit more than that for a better seat. So 5% or not 5%, 30% for a banger seat.
The other thing that sucks is that's one ticket. You really want to go to the Super Bowl
Absolutely.
by yourself?
If it's the Cowboys and I'm thinking this is
I
the
would
only
be
time.
down too.
The only time, absolutely, I'll go by myself. That does not bother me at all.
But imagine you spend $15,000 and then there's 5 just opposing team.
It'll be fun. I think it'd be fun.
Surrounding you.
I think it'd be fun.
Or depressing as shit.
Yeah, maybe.
But
yeah, so I'd say $15,000 if I have $100,000. I'd spend to go.
that's spicy. But the NFL draft is more reasonable. We're going when it's in Green Bay, for
absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely.
Live podcasts.
Live podcast
coming at you. Dynasty
They have
special.
they have one of those panels of people there, and we just have chairs behind them acting. we're gonna be doing our pod there, and we're gonna have them in the background.
We're doing it in Title Town.
Hell yeah, baby.
I would like to say that was a very good question to start off this podcast, but let's turn it back a little bit and go to week 4.
We had one difference, which was Luke and Riley's game. I went for Luke, you went for Riley, and Riley came out on top.
It was a surprising game by the Bears. I don't fully remember why. I think it was I was like, oh, Luke Musgrave's gonna have a big game. Dude went out after his first catch with a concussion.
Yes.
And did nothing else.
Yeah.
Dallas went off, and I'm still not even confident about the Bears.
No, I'm not at all.
Surprised I was swayed to choose him. But
I think we were talking about him playing CJ Stroud. I think we had said that he picked up Stroud, and we both thought that he was going to play him. and that might have been a reason where you thought he'll have like a real QB this week. And then the other one we got wrong because I went 4-2 this week in redraft. Dane went 5-1, so his only loss was we both picked me, and I just got absolutely shit canned this week, or last week, I guess. Basically, I had no chance. He had everyone that basically went off on his team. So Jalen Hurts, Achane, Kyron Williams, AJ Brown, and Nico Collins in his flex. So sometimes you just lose. That's just the way it goes. I didn't have a chance.
Yeah, going up against the running back 3 and 4 of the year, Achane and Kyron Williams.
Ridiculous.
Who would have fucking thought?
Ridiculous. I will say though
about that.
I will say one bright spot I think from this for me, Josh Jacobs had a hell of a week, and I think he's looking up, so I'm pretty happy about that. Because I was getting
this week,
scared.
Especially Packers.
Yeah,
we can't stop anyone. I mean, he didn't look exceptionally spicy. It was just the 8 catches he had, and then.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't look that great, but that's the thing. He just gets the ball like every time they're on the field. Like he gets like if they're on the field, they're on a drive for 15 plays, he gets 8 or 9 of the touches on that drive, and that's just gonna.
What about Watson?
I mean, I think they were limiting him a little bit, so he wasn't on the field all that much, I will say, but he saved his day with the touchdown. They
pulled him out.
Yeah,
on the 4th quarter.
He saved his game with the touchdown, so it wasn't like a great game, but it was fine for his first week back. That's all right.
That combo, the Jacobs and Watson, will be pretty juicy for you this week, so we could just roll right into that.
All right, let's do it.
Hey boys, I'm back. Sitting at 2-2 right now, 2 wins and 2 shotguns. Shout out to my team for putting up 170 points last week, week 3, and then 70 points in week 4. So, cheers. Yeah.
Even though you're talking about that combo being juicy, I don't have a whole lot of faith in my team right now. T. Higgins, I don't know if he'll play, and even if he does, well, I don't know what's going on with those Bengals. They kind of suck. Right now, my RB2 is Dalvin Cook. That's not very good. Puka, I think will be fine still, but Cooper Kupp is probably back this week. He could take a hit a little bit. So I'm going with Riley this week, unfortunately.
Really? Losing the confidence in your guys. Mm-hmm. Are you sticking with Miami D?
I just picked him up, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Because I mean, Giants kind of suck. Danny Dimes is a piece of shit.
I know.
So. But I mean, if Saquon plays,
their offensive fucking line, dude.
If Saquon plays, maybe it'll be worse for me than I think. But I don't really know what his deal is.
I'm going with you.
All right.
AJ over Riley. I wonder what the line is for this Vegas Green Bay game, but I feel like it's gonna be pretty high scoring.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you're betting on Jacobs and Watson?
Yeah. I like that a lot. And then also the Bears outperform themselves. We're gonna find out tonight, I guess, if they're the real deal or not.
I guess I totally forgot that I was playing against them, so that's gonna be interesting tonight.
Mm-hmm. Next matchup, we can hop right over to myself.
Let's do it.
Hardboiled bread versus Tucker out of nowhere. Oh my!
Got Sam Howell McLaurin stack against you today.
Okay, we have to stop with these fucking stupid ass names. Are they trolling us?
Yeah, it was last Thursday. There was a bunch of people switched them to that.
We got Tucker, I hardly know her. Cooper, I hardly know her. Buckner, I hardly know her. Dicker, I hardly know her, and Eckler, I hardly know her.
And yeah.
I'm switching all of my picks to
whoever doesn't have that.
These fucking stupid ass names.
Yeah. So what is your pick for yourself right now? You're projected to lose by a lot, but that's because you don't have a defense in. That seems
tilting.
Oh no, you don't have a kicker in. Sorry.
Yeah, I dropped my kicker to trying to do a little spicy strategic move by blocking Austin of being able to pick up the best tight end. So I picked up Tyler Higbee because I saw he had Everett on bye and he didn't make any moves.
Jonnu, man. Jonnu's like,
I know,
kind of a beast though.
It's better than Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts is on my bench, baby. Zach Ertz season.
Yeah. So that was my thought process. I'm just gonna drop him and I'll pick up a shitty kicker, but it's gonna like give me 7 points. I'll still be projected to lose by a lot.
Yeah, by about 10.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Austin. I think the Manders could have a game for themselves tonight against the Bears.
Yeah,
is what I'm thinking, and he has his quarterbacks on bye this week, Geno Smith, and he picked up a pretty nice stream in Sam Howell to pair with his Terry McLaurin.
I agree.
So I don't feel confident about that at all. And yeah, that's why I'm going to go with Austin this week.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for myself.
I was kind of leaning you for a bit. Sam Howell, Terry McLaurin. Sam Howell pickup, I shall say, it was really what got me. He didn't have a quarterback yet, and I didn't kind of look at who was out there. But Sam Howell, I think, will have a good day. I do think Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers might go off this week. So I think he got a chance.
But also Pacheco is.
Yeah, but I also think Pollard might struggle again. And I think Najee probably will struggle again. So I got to go with Austin here, personally.
Yeah. No hard feelings. All right.
But hey, you picked up your first win last week in redraft, though, so you're chilling.
I picked up a lot of wins last week.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about that a little bit in Dynasty because I had one of the best weeks for myself.
Let's go, baby.
And it felt nice. I didn't even.
You needed it.
Barely got to even fucking watch any of the games, but we'll touch on that later. Next matchup, very even, 50-50. Sam versus Peter. Sam's 3-1. Peter is 1-3, unfortunately. I have mine picked out already for this, but I chose first last time. So if you want to highlight yours, then
I got Sam winning this one. I think Jordan, like you've been talking about, the Packers Vegas game could be, I think, a scoring fiasco. So I think Jordan Love and Aaron Jones will have pretty good games. Travis Kelce's Travis Kelce. Breece Hall, I think, is the main guy I want to point out here. He's unlimited now, so I think he will have one of his better days, especially playing against Denver. So I got Sam.
Was he really being limited?
Yeah, he was, certainly.
But like, why?
Injury, his ACL.
Yeah, but like he looks healthy.
Exactly. But now he's Salah just said he's unlimited, so he's unlimited, baby. I'm listening to the coach. Coach speak.
I can't trust that. I would have put him into a full workload after week 1, seeing him rip off.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, but the Jets are the Jets. Jets are gonna jet, my friend.
I'm also going with Sam though. Like you said, I like that Packers matchup. It's kind of shocking Peter has to roll out Algier. And then he just has like a bunch of good players, but in terrible situations, like Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Not good. Damian Pierce, bad situation is.
They're throwing.
Yeah. Like it totally switched.
Yep. I will say I like his two flex, Pittman and Myers. It's pretty solid. I could see Peter winning this game. I just think the running back room is really going to be tough for him to overcome.
I didn't realize Sam was rolling out Shaheed.
Sam loves a Shaheed. I'd straight up almost play Sam Laporta in my flex.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
I was screaming at the TV watching the game last week.
Laporta's a beast.
He was, and then they just like stopped throwing it to him too.
Yeah.
Because they gave 30 carries to Demont.
Yeah, and he went off, and we had him on our bench in our co-managed league because neither of us were paying attention. Hey, but we won still, so all good.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Parker versus Ben, another I hardly knower. Parker doesn't have a full team at this moment. It doesn't seem like. He might have to roll out Deontay Foreman. Does he even play football anymore? I don't think he's playing. I don't think he has a running back.
Parker has his RB slot is
Literally
open.
empty.
His RB2 spot. He's rolling out Derrick Henry as his RB1. His flex somehow Well, he has Judy in there, and somehow he's still rolling out Kendrick Bourne. I don't know what's going on over here with this team.
I also, in my notes right now, I have Parker winning this. I don't know what I was looking at. Pat Fryman's also out. What is going on here? What was I looking at the wrong team?
I think you gotta roll with your
absolutely not.
No, come on, dude.
Absolutely not. What was I looking at? It's literally
Parker's 32% chance to win this game right now.
I don't know what I was doing, but yeah, it's Ben. Ben's gonna win this game.
Sure, if you think so. I gotta stick to my guns. I can't pick anyone that has I hardly know her team name.
No way.
So no chance.
Okay.
I'm going to Ben, yeah.
All right. I'll say this guy's picking a not full team right now. What a beast. Yeah, that's all I need to see of that matchup. We can move on.
Even if he puts in Kendre Miller.
That's what I was looking at. I'm like, was I looking at like Kendre Miller and I thought, oh, he's gonna have such a good day? Like, what was I don't know what I was looking at. Maybe I just thought
maybe he has to act fast and pick up Antonio Gibson the next half an hour or two.
Yeah, that's true. I almost picked him up again, actually. Let's go to Ryan versus Jake. I'll go first here. Jake he's 4-0. His team's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm going with the upset this week. I'm going with Ryan taking Jake down.
Really?
I am.
Because in my notes, I said Ryan over Jake. Am I crazy? Jake just paid off on last week. We touched on his trade that he made, getting Diggs. Mm-hmm. That paid off amazingly.
Yeah.
Getting 3 tutties. So he has Trevor Lawrence, Mixon, Ramondre Stevenson, who's kind of having a down year.
Dud, yeah.
Yeah. Justin Jefferson and Diggs as his 2 wide receivers. Darren Waller, he doesn't have a kicker filled in yet. And then he has Khalil Herbert in, who I think he probably should swap with like Gabe Davis or...
Yeah, you think Herbert had a pretty good week last week, didn't he?
Side. Yeah, but it's just...
I'm rocking Herbert in Vampire League, dude.
I think we're both getting crazy.
You're going Ryan as well.
Yeah, Ryan's projected to win by a slim margin.
And it's just kicker.
Like, it doesn't even matter. And Jake doesn't have a full roster set up with his kicker missing. But there's just something about Ryan's team.
I know, dude. I don't know what it is. I don't even like his team that much, but I just got this feeling. Demont against Carolina probably will eat. Mahomes against Minnesota will eat. I think Jamar is going to have a good day finally. Andrews, I think, is going to be a banger play this week. So.
Okay, can I switch, actually?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay, I'm going to Jake. After just saying it out loud, we're choosing... I think I was thinking Jamar Chase is going to have a blow-up game.
I can see it. I think Andrew's going to have another one, too.
But then I just look across, it's Justin Jefferson and Diggs versus Chase in London. And then Jake is the better running backs also.
I could see Ryan's running backs for sure outscoring Jake's this week, and it's not close. I think Demont might outscore both of his combined.
I really just like Mahomes against Minnesota.
I think he's got some good matchups. Ryan does.
I was thinking, but I want to get different. We're going with Jake.
All right,
let's go, boy. Get you to 5-0.
Let's do it. And moving on, last matchup: Ethan versus Luke. Luke rolling out Josh Dobbs this week, who's been a sensation to start the year in terms of NFL football, not really in terms of fantasy football. Maybe it's just because I'm having PTSD at the moment and just thinking about how I got 180 balled last week. I'm going with Ethan.
Yeah, I'm also going with Ethan. Easy choice. He's got that 3 and 4 RBs. I don't know. They're deadly. Kyron's guaranteed 2 touchdowns every week for some reason.
That's true.
Hurts puts him over too.
Yeah.
Marquise Brown and Nico. It's fantasy's so weird this year because it's just these players that you thought just like you could write them off, like Nico Collins, and then players that we were all high on are just shit in the bed.
All right. Well, now that you mention it, I just want to quick touch on it before we end this episode. talking about the Jags again. Remember how I talked about the Jags being super disappointing last week, or how my family league, we didn't drop them. We got him on our bench. We're loading up with CJ Stroud this week. Picked him up off waivers. I'm pretty confident in the man. It was between him and A-Rich, and 6-point passing touchdown. Just the volume that Stroud passes, I said, letting Stroud rock. So I think he's about to drop a bomb. Another bomb against Falcons. But Trevor Lawrence, down at the end of my bench, probably never coming off of it because he sucks. Anyway, that, my friend.
I haven't actually watched the Jags game. Like, I haven't been able to watch as much football as I want to.
They just don't do anything on offense.
Study it.
They just don't.
It's so weird though. They're so good.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Thanks everyone for watching. Stay tuned for our Dynasty episode, probably coming out in a day or two. Going over week 5, our picks there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.